Did you know that AI might be secretly sabotaging your cognitive abilities? In this video, I'll reveal the sneaky ways artificial intelligence is making you less naturally intelligent. But don't worry, I've got the ultimate strategy to keep your brain sharp in the AI age. Stay tuned or risk becoming a cognitive dinosaur in the workplace of tomorrow. I'm Evan Goldstein, I'm a licensed professional engineer, and I'm a data scientist. And I'm building the AI Capitalist channel to describe how you can arm yourself for the AI revolution. This isn't your grandpa's tech upgrade. AI is a whole new ballgame and a different species of intelligence in our digital ecosystem. Some people are calling it a co-intelligence or a co-pilot. For me, I like to think of it as an overachieving intern who's gunning for your job. Because let's face it, in a lot of areas, AI is already running circles around biological thinkers like us. Here's a graph from Our World in Data that shows what I'm talking about. Researchers, all in 2023, have been keeping tabs on the development and ability of machine learning and artificial intelligence to perform some basic tasks. You can see a line on the graph at 100, which is considered 100% of your average human's abilities. So as each line breaks past 100%, it's doing better than you are. Or at least better than the average human, better than me. A few interesting things about this data. First of all, these capabilities are at or above human level intelligence. Look at the capabilities that the study started taking statistics on back in 1998. That would be speech and handwriting recognition. These are the basic functions that your brain needs to do to get information communicated into it. Same with the third line, image recognition, which starts in 2010 and is outperforming human abilities within a couple of years. So that's exciting if you're into computers, but kind of depressing if you have to compete with them. The Our World in Data's website that graphed this out excluded some of the other cognitive tasks and capabilities. So I've graphed some of the other capabilities the researchers kept track of. Let's take a look. We're still better than machine minds at some tasks like code generation, complex reasoning, and math problem solving. But look at how steep those lines are. We can expect AI to be better than us at some of these tasks in the very near future. One thing to notice is that as we go forward in time, the first level tasks like speech and handwriting recognition that were basically competitive in the 2010s were about getting. So one other thing to notice is that as we move forward in time, the first level tasks like speech and handwriting recognition that were basically complete in the 2010s were about getting information into the computer. Basic communication with the machine. Predictive reasoning, which exceeded human reasoning last year, is about applying that information to real-world situations. And the more complex tasks like code generation and thinking about math problems, which even humans find difficult, aren't there yet but are coming up quickly. And these involve abstract thought. It's like watching a scoreboard at a game where the AI team is just absolutely crushing it, but we're still sitting in the game and the game's not over. So why am I sounding the alarm? It's not just because AI is outsmarting us. The real problem is how ridiculously easy it is becoming for us to hand over our skills to AI on a silver platter. You start letting AI write all of your reports and emails, and before you know it, you're staring at a blank page like a deer in the headlights, when you actually need to string some words together yourself. If we depend on AI to solve mathematical problems, what's the motivation to understand the underlying mathematical concept? And if we outsource all of our analysis and our decision-making to AI, our brains are going to turn to mush. We'll be like those people in WALL-E, so dependent on machines that we can barely function. Think about it. We're basically giving AI the keys to our cognitive kingdom, and it's a slippery slope that could lead us straight to Stupidville, population us. Look at our addiction to GPS. Now, I'm old. So old that I remember when going on a road trip used to mean going to the local AAA office and collecting the paper maps I needed for the entire trip. I actually grew up in Silicon Valley, and when I fly back to my hometown, I can still get from point A to point B without even thinking about it. But I've lived in 8 different cities since moving out. And even in the city where I live now and have lived for the better part of a decade, I just can't get anywhere further away than the grocery store without using a GPS. In fact, studies of London cabbies show their brains have supersized hippocampuses. Why? Because they spent years memorizing every nook and cranny of London's maze-like streets. It's not just a job, it's a full-on brain workout. They call the training the knowledge. It's no joke. We're talking about a brutal 3-year boot camp for your brain. It's so tough that 2/3 of the poor saps who start it end up giving up on getting their license. All that mental heavy lifting is like CrossFit for your neurons. It builds up cognitive armor that helps protect against brain fog as you get older. And it's not just navigation. We've outsourced our entire thought processes to our smartphones. When's the last time you actually remembered a phone number? Or did some quick math in your head instead of reaching for the calculator app? How many times do you interact with the people in your life using social media rather than actually having a conversation? I was recently joking with a millennial family member who was trying to arrange a get-together with a friend via text messaging. Each message had a 1 or 2 minute delay between sending and receiving a response, and the conversation was agonizing. I asked her, why don't you just make an actual phone call? And the response, that would be a macroaggression. Now, we're entering a whole new ball game with these autonomous AI agents. AI doesn't just follow orders, now it actually thinks for itself. We're talking about digital brain power that can troubleshoot problems and make decisions without some human breathing down its neck. It's like giving your computer a promotion from intern to CEO overnight. These AI agents aren't just going to be pushing papers and crunching numbers, they're going to be tackling entire projects from start to finish. For complex problems, they'll just chew them up and spit out solutions before your morning coffee's finished brewing. If you throw AI agents, they can adjust on the fly. So it's like having a team of super smart, never sleeping employees who are always learning and improving. My real concern is that AI seems to be starting out by eliminating entry-level jobs. I'm an experienced mechanical engineer, and I have some experience making design decisions based on building code. Next time I face a design challenge, I could hypothetically upload a copy of the building code into an AI like Claude and then just quiz it for answers. For example, what material pipe am I allowed to use for potable water, which is drinking water? If the AI answers lead pipe, based on my experience and basic knowledge, I know that lead pipe leads to toxicity, and that's an AI hallucination. I'm able to use AI, but can draw on my own experience to correct mistakes. But what happens when I retire? Instead of hiring and training junior engineers, engineering firms have been saving money by pairing more experienced engineers with AI bots. I would expect a huge drop-off in the level of experienced engineers, of course. And AI is going to become less and less a tool of convenience and more of a magic black box and a crutch. With no new level of experienced engineers coming down the pipeline, the overall knowledge and the technical capabilities of society could be lost in the land of stupid. But you know what's not stupid is hitting that like button. Hitting like is going to help me get out of small channel hell, and it's helped spread this video to others. And I genuinely appreciate your support in helping the AI Capitalist channel grow. So thank you. So the key to maintaining your own competitiveness is to use AI as a tool and to exercise and expand your capabilities. For example, you could write down your own thesis or article and then upload it to AI with the following prompt. You are an AI debate partner tasked with challenging and improving the user's argumentation skills on whatever the topic is. After listening to the user's position, critically analyze their arguments by identifying logical fallacies, weaknesses, and reasoning and areas for improvement. Or you could engage AI to challenge you in critical thinking using this prompt. As an AI analysis partner, your task is to deliver a comprehensive examination of whatever topic, encompassing diverse perspectives, potential consequences, and pertinent evidence. Begin by requesting the user's current understanding and then proceed to challenge and expand their viewpoint through incisive questions, exposure of underlying assumptions, and presentation of alternative interpretations. Your analysis should identify potential biases and logical fallacies in the user's thinking, while also providing a balanced exploration of the subject matter. So in these cases, instead of using AI to outsource your brain, you're using it to force your brain to exercise. It's a little bit artificial, like going to the gym instead of running through the woods chasing a gazelle, which is what our bodies are designed to do, but it does the trick. The bottom line is it's up to you to ensure that AI exercises and augments your natural intelligence. As John Wayne put it, life's tough. It's tougher if you're stupid.